What's going on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is Monday evening, and this video really isn't about some focaccia bread or anything like that. This video is more or less really about Richard just talking out of his ass about things he has no clue about. Also criticizing people just to criticize, you know. It was no different than when he was up there giving me advice on law enforcement and what officers should do when he's never spent a day in his life in a uniform with a badge or anything like that, you know. And quite frankly, I'm getting sick and tired of Richard always up there trying to act as though he's an expert at freaking everything. Newsflash there, boy. You are not an expert at everything, all right? You're an expert at very little things, if that, you know? So let me give you a little background on a couple things here, okay? I'm going to give a background for all you folks. You see, Frank Tufano made a video giving instructions on how to cook focaccia bread, okay? Focaccia bread is very easy to make for the most part there, you know. And the thing about it is that he went and cooked it, looked pretty good. Here comes Rich, you know, and you would think that Richard would not really have anything to say about him cooking some bread, but no, he's up there criticizing, like, you shouldn't throw no water in the oven or anything like that, and all this other things here, okay? Richard, you are lost your mind. You dumb, you a goof here, okay? Now, there's a couple things wrong with this here. Number one, Frank Tufano is Italian, okay? He's Italian. So he's going to know how to cook Italian food, all right? Italians know how to cook Italian food. You know, I don't know if your white side of you is Italian there. You may have an argument. I don't believe so. But it doesn't matter, you know. Frank Tufano is Italian, you know. If I'm going to ask someone how to cook something that's Italian, you know, the first person I'm going to go to is someone that's Italian. That's one thing. Number two, Frank Tufano knows how to cook. He is chef. He was on MasterChef after all. He was on a freaking TV show, you know? He knows how to freaking cook, all right? You know, he is a little bit crackers. He is insane in the membrane and everything like that. He recently put out a video up there saying that people are out to get him and stuff like that. I'll do that later. But in terms of cooking, he knows how to cook, all right? He's a trained chef. You've never been to cooking school, okay? You've never been to cooking school, all right? And not only that, that bread actually has butter in it, okay? It has butter. It's an ingredient that you wouldn't use. So obviously, you're not going to be cooking up this type of bread. So what the fuck do you know about this bread anyway? You know? Seriously, Richard, you know, you need to get off that internet for a bit. You can't just review and criticize everything that goes in front of your eyeballs here, okay? You can't go and criticize everything, all right? Tufano's Italian. I saw him cook the bread. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, he threw some water in the oven there. That's perfectly acceptable, okay? Perfectly acceptable. It ain't gonna harm the oven. I've seen a lot of people do that, okay? If he went and put some water in a pan or something and put it under it, it would have taken like 10 or 15 minutes for that water to heat up there and start steaming. Did you think about that? Think, McFly, think! Okay? But in the meantime, you should never, ever, ever criticize an Italian over making some Italian food. All right? You big dummy, you fish-eyed fool. Up there messing with Italians up there cooking Italian food, you know? Shit. That's all I got to say for right now. Like and subscribe to the Vince Goodrum channel. Click the link below. Also visit vincegoodrum.com. And folks, don't miss out on Muscle Sport TV. It comes on Instagram Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You never know when I pop up. I popped up this afternoon. I may pop up again. You never know. But it's a good show. Look out for my boy Joe Piataro, okay? Peace and soul.